same air. That was so good. Welcome back to Breathe the Same Air. Today, I have a guest. First guest ever. You should feel so special.
I really do. It's an honor. It's an honor to be here, guys.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
All right, so I'm Ansley. I'm Lauren's friend, and that's about it. That's
about it.
That's the description.
Nothing else. Nothing to add.
No.
Like if you were to make a bio right now.
Okay, like my Instagram bio, or like
live, laugh, love.
No, I only say live, laugh, Lululemon.
Peace, love, laugh.
My current Instagram bio is walking with Jesus, because I am. But if I was to make a bibliography about myself, right? It's like, that's what you put like at the end of an essay. So it would be like Johnson Ansley, because like first, last, and first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I am an online student at Florida Atlantic University. I live at home with my parents, and that is why we are friends.
Basically living the same life.
Yeah.
So today I wanted to bring Ansley on because I wanted to last week, but I couldn't. So I'm doing it today. And because I thought we'd be able to bounce off each other well. And with what we're going to chat about today, which, you want to introduce it? You go ahead and introduce what we're talking about, Ansley.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about relationships and friendships. And, like, what they mean. And
coming together.
Yeah, and, like, how they correlate. And, like, what we're doing with them.
Mm-hmm. And I wanted to do this already, but I'm not as, reliable as Ansley is in some of these subjects. So Ansley's more like a relationship factor, like more experience with it than I have.
I wouldn't say more experience. I feel like I have a bigger opinion on it.
That as well.
Yeah.
She gives it to me a lot.
I just feel like it's right, you know?
Very much.
My opinion, always right.
Very much so. And then we'll dive into friendships, but we're going to dive into that later. First, we're going to take a little doggy paddle into relationships first. Did you hear that bird?
I did hear that bird.
Okay, good. You heard that one.
Yeah, no, that one was right there.
Okay, so first question I have today, written down for Ansley, but she can ask me the question too if she wants.
No, I will.
Okay. The best relationship you've ever been in, and why?
So I've only been in 3 relationships. And
we can count talking to people if you want.
No, well, okay, but like 3 boyfriends I've ever had, and I've talked to many of men.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think this wind is really driving me nuts. I just think my best relationship was the one I wasn't ready for, and I wasn't like willing to like sacrifice a lot because I was 17 at the time. But it was an understanding I didn't have before. And I didn't really know what to expect out of it, but he was such a great boyfriend. I still want to be friends with him, but we are not friends. And then that was like honestly great because he was younger than me, but he knew what he wanted, which was nice, and I didn't. And like he was just like helping me through it, honestly. I'd say that was the best one, even though I was in one for way longer than that one. It was a good relationship. It was just like one-sided.
That was deep.
I know, thank you.
That was really deep. Do you think of that beforehand?
No, that's what's just right now.
Good job. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Do you want me to talk about my good one, or do you want to talk about your bad one?
You can talk about your good one.
Okay. Well, I only have ever had one.
Oh.
I've only ever had one relationship. I've also talked to many a man, but not gone past just like talking. Like this is talking, this is dating. I always stayed here.
So this part you just never go to?
Yeah, I've never touched that part. Well, I only have once.
You never touched it. That's what she said.
Good one.
Thank you.
I only ever had one relationship. I would classify it as good and bad for several reasons. It was good because I got a little taste of like to love someone other than like my family or friends. But I was also 15, so Ansley says it's not real and that doesn't count. But I thought it was pretty real because we were together for like, how long? Like 6-7 months, and then we taught like all together, probably together like 9-10 months, and like we did a lot together, and yada yada yada, But again, I was 15, so like I didn't really know much, and he kind of treated me badly for most of the entire relationship. And so like,
So it was your best relationship?
best and only. So it was my worst relationship, but also my best relationship. But like, I've talked to guys that treated me better than he did throughout the entire relationship. Like, talked to a guy for a month, and he treated me better in that month than he did in like those 8-9 months, 10, whatever, how long we were together. I really don't know the exact time. But
I don't think time's a factor.
no, I agree.
I don't think it matters how long you were together. I just think it was like the time you spent together.
Yeah, I think it also, you know what else, is like the time that I met the person too.
Like the time period you were in and like the mental state you were in
Yeah.
to like experience them.
Yeah.
I honestly agree with that.
Because I started dating him like when I started freshman year. Like I was making all new friends.
Yeah, so
But the
it's
thing is
exciting.
he didn't even let me make those new friends. He was very like possessive and a jealous boyfriend.
The
So
best
I didn't
relationship ever.
get to make all of those like new friends freshman year like everyone else did. Like I made friends, but it was more of like his friends, and like he was also very jealous. So when I did talk to like other guys, like just trying to make friends, it was like, oh, you're a whore. It was very much that. And like, you
Slut.
stood next to this guy in line, you're a slut. That has happened. That's a true story.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah. But then with other guys I talked to, like I was in a good state, like I was doing good and they were doing good, so it made sense
Okay.
versus that time. Did you say so?
Yes. I think, well, kind of same. I was in this, it's my senior year of high school. It's really cute. It's really like a little story. I was in this relationship. We were both in it for like kind of one thing. I didn't want to date this person. He wanted to date me. And I was like, you know what? We're going to date. Because
Fuck
like,
it.
why not have a boyfriend? And then that was just like a bad mindset to go into it. Not wanting to date them and then dating them. It was just like off from the get-go. And so it was just like not worth it. So that's like where you get into like the mindset.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. That was bad. See, here's a little backstory on Ansley and I, though. We weren't friends in high school. So,
No.
like, all of my boyfriends or anyone I've talked to, Ansley only knows about the ones that have happened in the last, what, year and a half?
Yeah, probably.
Year and a half. That's how long we've been
And
friends.
like you've never known any of my boyfriends.
No, because you've been single since I met you.
Yes. And she's been lovely and she's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been single since I was 15.
And we love that and she's great.
That's fun.
But I don't like going back on like me saying that wasn't a real relationship for you. I don't want to invalidate your feelings. But it's
Thanks
just
for
like
that.
you're welcome. No problem. But the like I just feel like you weren't like mature enough to know what a real relationship was.
Yeah, and I totally hear that, and I totally agree with you. Because I haven't been in one sense to, like, compare it, you know?
Yeah.
So I definitely didn't have the same grasp or, like, ideas towards a relationship that I would view now, even though I've only been in that one. Like, I've seen my friends be in them. I've seen my friends get, like, fucked up and, like, had heartbreaks and stuff like that.
See, yeah.
And then I've seen really good ones.
Where I've never been heartbroken. So like I don't know, like when someone goes through that and they're like sobbing and crying, like I love them. Like when I got broken up with, I've only been broken up with once. I wasn't like I was
Yeah.
just like,
I was just kind of
Oh,
like,
no.
that sucks. It's my dad's birthday. Have a little sympathy. But then I was like, you know what? Because then, like, you know what he said to me about how I had a lot to work on.
Oh, yes.
Like the day after we broke up, he was like, yeah, well, you have a lot to work on. Like, talking about my body. So, like, that kind of fucked me up a little bit. Yeah. I thought I told you
I
that.
thought that was more like mentally.
No.
Oh. Even better.
Even better.
Wow, he just throwing
Really hit
punches.
me where it hurt. But, like, I mean, he wasn't wrong. But, like, it still hurt because, like, I did love him for, like, the time being. And so having someone say that to me, I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Let's go on into love. Like, were you in love with them?
I don't think I was, like, so much as in love, but I remember, like, the exact time and moment where I, like, looked up at him and I was like, oh, like, I love him.
No,
So
I get
maybe
that.
I realized that was when I had that love for him, because, like, since then, I haven't, like, felt that since. Like, I've liked guys more than I liked other guys, but, like, I didn't love another guy. And, like, I don't think we could say, like, we were in love. Like, we were 15. We were young and stupid. Like, who really knows what love is? Sorry, not to invalidate anyone else's feelings, but, like, I don't know what love is as 15. And, like, our parents tell us that all the time. Like, you guys don't know what love is. You think you love them. No, you
Young
don't.
love. young love. That's what it is. It's puppy love. Like, you love someone because they're there in the moment with you, and you think that's what it is. And that feeling you have, you think that's love, but it's really not.
That was really good. You should write haikus.
Is that like the 3-line ones?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Or like those Shakespearean ones?
I took a poetry class.
A sonnet?
I took a poetry class, yeah. I didn't do well.
Oh, okay. Maybe not a sonnet.
I can't interpret poetry.
Oh, okay.
I'm really bad at like reading something and like telling you what it means. What's
Yeah, I
that,
get
comprehension? Like, I don't have that.
Yeah, comprehension and like
Yeah, I don't have that.
detecting, directing.
What?
I don't know.
feel like you're saying something and it's like a different word, but like I know what you're meaning.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so
no,
we're on the same
there.
page.
No, we're there.
Okay, we're good then. Speaking of same page, let's talk about an ideal relationship.
Ooh.
What would you consider being on the same page with a guy? Like, how would you describe your perfect relationship or like situation with another guy?
My perfect relationship.
There's no such thing, but like,
no, it's
if
never
you
gonna
could
be perfect.
make,
You're
like-
all gonna have like your
Yeah.
give and pull.
yeah. So like, if you could hop into one right now, how would you like it to be set up?
I would like it so we're on the same like page of where we want the same things, but we're not gonna hold each other back from them. Because I feel like that happens a lot, where they want something else and then you want something completely different, but they want you to sacrifice what you want for them.
Yeah.
So like they can be happy.
Yeah.
But I think it needs to be a mutual agreement where you need your happiness and you need like your own independent like ways. But like one of our friends, she's in a relationship like that where they like basically live together,
Yeah.
but like they're in their completely different worlds. And I think that's
Completely
really,
separate lives.
and I think that's like a really healthy relationship she has, is where they can come together and be one, but like
They're
have
good
separate
on their
lives.
own,
They're
too,
good on
yeah.
their own. That's what like
so like
I
they're
want.
good apart and they're good together.
Where I want to be like heavy banter, like
Yeah.
give and pull. Like you can't be upset if I say something, and like I won't be upset if you say something. But I also don't want you to be like rude to me or like mean to me.
Mhm.
Where it's more like, why would you say those things when it's
Yeah.
not funny?
Or like if that's how someone is, like going on yours is like, if someone has like, if they think something's funny or they don't think something's funny and they're like changing it for you, I don't think that's cool. That just means
No.
you guys aren't compatible. And
means-
that's okay.
Yeah.
Like they shouldn't have to change what like they think is funny or how they want to live their life or like whatever. Like someone shouldn't have to change how they live their lives or like how they go about situations. Like if you look at it one way and they look at it another, like they shouldn't have to change that. That just means you guys aren't compatible. You're not supposed to be together.
That is a definite thing that people don't realize.
Mm-hmm.
Is, but he does this. Well, that means that he's not good for you if he does that. Like, if you don't want them to do that, then, like, why are you still in it?
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna change. You can't change someone.
No,
if
you
they're
can't
stuck in their
change
ways,
anyone.
you can't change anybody. And I don't think, because I think I know someone personally who's broken up with a guy multiple times, but like goes back to them. And it's just like, why would you do that to yourself when you know you're never going to be happy in that relationship? Why make yourself so miserable and try
Yeah.
to fix it?
Helicopter. Have you ever done that? Did you do
No,
that?
I never did. So, I don't even know. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Like, it honestly hurts my feelings
Yeah.
for you. Like, I want to control them, but they need to be on their own. But I just want to be like, are you dumb?
Yeah. Be stupid.
Like, you want to pull them aside. Like, why are you doing this stuff? Do you hate yourself personally? You want to live in your own hell?
Yeah. I see that because I'm like, if you really like a guy, you want to like put away the things that you don't like so that you can focus more on the things you do like because you like them. But at the end of the day, those things you don't like aren't going to go away.
That's true.
It's not like those are going to be the things that change. You can, like you said, you can't change someone. If they want to change, like for you, that's their thing. But like you can't make them change.
Yeah.
It has to be up to them. But I would never want someone to like change for me. Like if they want to change for me, that's their thing. But I wouldn't want them to change for me. Like
Yeah.
if that's how you want to live your life, you live your life, but you can live it without me.
Like, if you're happy, don't try to make me happy
Mhm.
if you're already happy.
Like I'm chilling, I'm cool. Don't
You
don't
don't-
change for me.
Yeah, you don't need to change yourself for someone else.
Like if we're both chilling without the other,
but that's true.
keep
Like,
it chill.
like
Keep
don't
it cool.
change yourself for someone else. Like, if you're genuinely happy with who you are,
Yeah.
and they don't like you for who you are, obviously like you're not supposed to be with them.
Never change for someone else.
As my dad always says, never change. Even when I do change my clothes, he'll be like, never change.
He does that. My dad does that. I'll
Dads
be
are
like,
so
oh, I
funny.
need to go change. And he'll be like, never
Never
change,
change.
baby. So we talked about like our ideal relationship or like situation, but how would you describe like your ideal guy? Like if you could put one together, like that movie on Disney Channel that sucked, like How to Build a Boy. Have you ever seen that? With the chick from Lab Rats and then like China in the
Oh,
plane?
yes.
Yeah. That movie.
So
how would you build yours?
I could build my perfect guy. He would be about like 6'2", 6'3", because I like a taller guy.
Yeah.
Because I want my kids to have a chance, you know? And then he would have like brown hair, because I don't like blonde guys, because I'm blonde. That's like a female trait to me. If you're blonde, that's like female, right? I'm sorry. I don't want to be like rude, but like that's how I feel.
Angie's gonna speak what Ansley wants to speak.
So yeah, and I think he has to like have a dope personality, like amazing. Dope, like amazing, where it's a little different than mine because he needs to be super outgoing because I am not. I don't like going out of my comfort zone, and I need someone that will pull me out of my comfort zone, that makes me do things that I don't want to do, but like for the better, not like forcing me to do anything, but like you would like this if you tried.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. Like I want someone who just is the complete opposite of me.
Okay.
But like we have like similar traits, like our humor's the same, but I want someone who's gonna make me want to do better and like be better.
Those are all good traits.
Yeah, and they have to be funny.
They have to be funny.
If you're not funny, you ain't cutting it.
Making the cut at all.
Mm-mm. You're not making that.
Making that.
Have you not seen Cheer?
I didn't watch the second season. Oh, no, I see what you mean. Okay. That's a good reference. It's a good metaphor. You have to ask me how I would build my guy. Don't take your time.
I'm sorry, my throat was dry. What is your ideal guy?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Ansley.
Thank you.
So,
Great question.
if I could build my ideal guy, I see what you mean about, like, the blonde hair being feminine. I've never looked at it like that, though. But, like, I think most of the guys I've talked to have been blonde. Now that I'm, like, looking back at it, most of them have been blonde. Or, like, a dirty blonde, like, brown. Like, dirty blonde,
That's a lot
brown
about
is
you,
fine. But maybe I just, like...
You like a guy in touch with his feminine side. You like going a little...
The exact opposite. Like, this might sound really bad. Like, hear me out.
Oh, I'm listening.
You know this already. When a guy is, like, really, really, like, sensitive, like, be in touch, like, it's okay to, like, be emotional, but, like, maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but I'm supposed to be, like, the emotional one.
I
Like,
want someone manly.
I don't want, like, I don't want you to tell me, like, your deepest, darkest life secrets in the way that you are, like, on the first date. Or, like, coming in hot, being like, oh, my God, this is why I view love the way that I do. Or, like, true story. Remember that date? Where he, like, yeah. This is what this means. This is what this means.
No, mommy, but like still, I just think, I feel like it's important for like the guy to like assert his like dominance.
Yes.
But like I like to be in control. Like
I like to be in control as well. My dad always says that I
wanna
need
be
to
the
marry
puppet
someone.
master.
Yeah. That I have to marry someone where, like, I can be in control. Because I like being in control, but I want you to, like, fight me for it, in a sense.
No, if I don't have control, like, I'll just be, like, an absolute crazy nutbag.
Yeah. I wouldn't enjoy
I feel
it.
like a lot of people have experienced crazy nutbag of me because they just wouldn't let me be in control.
That you have your way.
And they just had the ball in their court the entire time. And I was just never...
But you have to take the ball.
I wanted the ball. But no,
So-
but he wouldn't pass it. Like, it was so annoying.
No, I totally feel that.
Just like...
I wouldn't want my guy to have humor, too. Like, you have to say that's what she said before I do. You know? You know?
I personally get it.
Yeah. I know.
We know.
Like, a guy who lets me be in control, but also takes dominance, but, like...
Assert your dominance, baby.
And it's, like, fine. Obviously having, like, a good sense of humor. And I think that sometimes
Obviously.
opposites, like, do attract, but, like, that's why we work. Because, like, I'm super out there.
I'm not. I'm really reserved. I would
Yeah,
say.
but see, like, I wouldn't want someone who's, like, super reserved. I'd want someone to, like, go out with me, you know?
Yeah, you like make me do things.
Yeah. We're here.
I'm doing this.
We're doing the damn thing. And I feel like you wouldn't have if I wouldn't have,
Yeah.
like,
if you wouldn't have said we're doing this today, I would not.
And like
I would've
put you
left.
in the car and driven you to this point.
Yeah, she'd like, I don't even have my car right now. Like,
Nope.
I can't leave.
Nope.
No, but I think that's super important because I feel like I tend to go towards guys that really have like zero ambition and like aren't motivated to do anything.
Mhm.
And they're just like, yeah, I work and then I go home and they have no friends. Like, I want to be friends with your friends. Like,
Yeah.
I want your friends to love me.
I want their friends
Like,
to
I want
like
them
me.
to be obsessed with me, but not to that point. Like, I
Uh-huh.
want them to be like, your girlfriend's cool. But, like, if you never introduce me to your friends, how are we going to know that we work or not?
Yeah, like my goal
Don't
is
just
when I'm
ghost
talking
me.
to a guy is for their friends. Like, I don't care if they think I'm pretty. I don't care if they think that I'm like, I don't know, another word. But if they're like, yeah, she's cool. Like, I want to be called cool or like funny.
No, your girlfgirlf's, like, funny. And that's, like,
Yeah,
the
like,
biggest
she's actually
compliment to
really
a
funny.
guy.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, like, your girlfriend being hot, too, would be kind of cool. But, like, you know
hot
what?
and funny.
She's just a hot, funny girl.
That's a good description. I'd want that as well.
No. But I think being funny is important. I feel like a sense of humor is a great thing. Like, I'm not really into looks. Like, I don't care what your face looks like, honestly. Like, you can look at all my exes. They don't look anything alike. And, like, the guys I've talked to are kind of similar. Because, like, I have a type in that way. But
Mhm.
I never date that type. But I don't
Yeah.
think that type likes me back.
I've always had like a type to the same guy up until like 6 months ago.
But I don't think that matters because people would go for, like, us because we're blonde, blue-eyed, and I'm, like, I'm short, so, like, people would go for it.
Mhm.
But then I'm, like, completely different, and, like, then they're like, oh, she's insane.
If you have brown hair and brown eyes, you're still beautiful. I just want to put that out there.
Shout out to my mom.
And my mom. Love that. What? Because this will be a quick one. Is like, if you're like in your ideal relationship, like how would you present your love language? Like how would you know? Like I'm
Oh.
sure you know what yours is for sure.
Oh, I know what mine is for sure. That's a really great question. So my first one is, oh, hold on, what is it? It is acts of service. That's mine. Like, I love, but that's what I do because, well, this is tricky. So mine's acts of service. So I like doing things for people. Like, I want to fold your laundry. Like, I want to clean your car. Like, I just want to pick, like, stuff
Oh,
up
you're
for
a
you.
housewife.
Like, please. But, like, it's just, I want to do something for you. Like, I want to help you out. But then I'm also words of affirmation as well. Like, I want to, like, lift you up. And I feel like I do that for you a lot. Like, I'll say, like, really nice things about you.
Yeah.
But I
And you're
don't,
like, appreciate this.
but, like, I feel like it's hard because guys are like this. So my dad is so words of affirmation and my mom is physical touch. But when my dad does an act of service, all guys are like this. They will make it known what they did for you.
Oh,
They'll be
yeah.
like, yeah, I unloaded the
You're
dishwasher.
so right.
And, like, they expect you to be like, but as a woman, it's, like, expected
It's
of
normal.
you. It's just like, I don't know, like, I don't care. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter that I did that. Like, it's not, like, a big deal. But for a guy, it's a huge
Like
deal.
you wouldn't announce it.
Like, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I unloaded the dishwasher today while you were gone. That for you.
Where's my flowers?
Like, I did that for you. No, you
All for you,
didn't.
baby.
You needed a cup. No, and I
did it
just
for
feel
us.
like, what's your love language?
Okay, so I'm tricky as well because I'm like, I like giving people gifts. I love giving people gifts.
You're a gift giver.
I like seeing people like be happy because I don't care to get them in return. I just like seeing them be happy with like what I've given them because I'm gonna go ahead and call myself a good gift giver. Like I
No,
pay
you are.
attention to people and like the things they say and the things they wear and the things they like so that I can give them a gift I know they'll like. Like I wouldn't give you like a necklace or like
I've worn this chain for like
exactly
almost a year and a half now.
maybe earrings. You like earrings, but or like I pay attention to what she likes. I pay attention to what all my friends like, so I'll get them something that they like. I'm not just gonna get them like a gift that doesn't mean anything. You know, a card honestly is more nice.
I love like
nicer.
reading what people have to say.
I didn't give you a card this year. Sorry,
No, it's kind of rude.
I didn't feel like writing it. It's okay.
There's just too much to say.
Yeah, that's why we're here. But I like giving gifts. I don't like being given gifts. Like who doesn't like gifts? But like I don't like.
I feel awkward.
I feel
like,
awkward
receiving.
opening it and like I feel like I have to act like I like it.
I love it because I didn't have one before. It's amazing. This is awesome.
No, when you gave me my gift, I was like almost gonna cry. Like I loved it.
No
so much.
way.
No,
Really?
It was like I was like
Are you
really
just saying that?
no, because my mom's like, because when I got my iPad the same day, I was like gonna cry. I'm like, that's so, like, materialistic. But it wasn't, like, in a materialistic way. It was, like, you genuinely thought about what you wanted to get me. And I just, like, thought that was, like, a really nice gift.
I did. I was sitting in the store looking at which one I wanted to get her, which color, and I came to the decision. But see, the tricky part is that, like, I like physical touch, but I don't like it when I don't know that it's happening. I don't like PDA. Like, when we're together, like,
I want to look like friends when we're together.
yeah, I want to look like we're going out and people wouldn't know that we're dating, you know?
But then there's another side of me is where, like, maybe I want to hold your hand.
I don't like holding hands. My hands are clammy, so
My
I've never
hands are
been a
clammy
hand.
right now.
I like holding, like, when you're, like, someone holds you by their arm.
I feel like,
like,
I'm
I
crossing
think
like
that's
an old
cute.
lady across the street like that.
Yeah, but it's like they're here with me, you know? Like, I'm with him.
Yeah, but also it's like when I'm sitting down, like, we don't have to be on top of each other.
No.
My sister and her boyfriend do this, and they, like, sit on top of each other.
Call her out.
It's the most annoying thing ever. Like, I hate seeing it. It makes me so angry.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for you to be sitting on his lap at a family function.
Or, like, when I'm at work and, like, people are, like, I'll see this all the time with couples. Like, they sit on the same side of the booth. They're all, like, up on the thigh. They're all up in the, like, I've seen couples make out sitting at
Let me
the
eat.
thing. Like, they're all over you, this, that, and the other. I'm like,
Oh my gosh. And, like, they're sitting, like,
And,
eating together.
like, literally as one person. And I'm like, okay, guys, this is a
little
do it when
much
you get
for
home.
me.
all right.
Get a room.
I'm going to act like it's cute because I want a tit. But, like, I'm over it.
Babies together.
I'm over it. It's going to be separate or one check.
Oh,
I've done that before. Like, they're literally
I got
sitting
you,
on top
girl.
of each other, and I'm like, separate? You can't even separate your bodies. How are you going to separate a check?
But okay, so this might be, like, really, like, so on the first date, I always like to buy. I haven't done this recently because I haven't been on a date recently, but I like to buy on the first date because I'm like,
I don't like being paid for.
No, it makes me so uncomfortable when guys want to pay for my things. Like,
Like, I got my own bag.
Like, I'd rather not eat than you buy it for me.
Mhm.
Because I have my own money.
Yeah.
Like, I don't spend my money. So, like, I have it.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Because I'm like, you think that I can't?
But, like,
Is that what's going... Like, I know it's, like, guy thing to pay. Like, I get that.
like, after the first date, that's,
Yeah.
like, fine.
After maybe, like,
the
2 or
first
3.
month, that's fine. But, like,
Yeah.
if we're going out together, we don't need all the time to, like, for you to pay for me.
Or, like, if you go to, like, a
because I don't
gas
want
station...
them to think I expect it.
Yeah, if you go to, like, a gas station or you go to, like, Publix together and, like, you're getting, like, a Gatorade or you're getting something and they, like, want to pay for it, I'm like, this is literally $2. Like,
It's
why would you...
I can afford it.
Yeah, or you're at, like, Chipotle or you're at, you know, like, those places where you serve yourself. And they're like, just wait down there and I'll pay. No. I'm here now. I'm going to pay.
Let me pay for you.
Yeah. What if I take yours right now? I'm here first.
Relax. I got it.
Yeah, I like paying for myself. 100%.
No, like, I totally agree with that.
I feel like I'm almost, like, giving in if I don't.
And, like,
Like, after a few, that's fine. Pay for
'Cause
me. I'm
I don't
yours. Act like I'm it. But, like, at first,
yeah.
let me be my own person.
But I also
That's how I
don't want
look at
them to expect, like, I owe them something because they bought it. Like, I don't want them
Very
to expect
true.
something because you bought my meal. I don't want them to, like, want something in return.
Yeah. Totally true. I didn't even think about that.
Because,
Like, oh, I bought your meal. What are you going to do for me?
see, no, that's disgusting.
Fuck off. Fuck off
Like,
right now.
What's your Venmo?
I got cash. You want cash? You want ones? I got 5s.
I'll give you quarters for it. I just don't.
Big change guy.
Like, so that's also, like, maturity in it. Like, I feel like in high school, it's like, yeah. No,
He paid for me. We're
he
basically
bought
dating.
me these Lululemon Align leggings. Like, we're in love. Like, he
Oh my
spent
God.
$98 on a pair of leggings for me. Girl, you let him buy that for you? I could never imagine
No.
asking someone for that. Like,
Absolutely not.
I want quality time with someone. Like, I want to spend time with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if, like, we're doing nothing. Like, we're on our phone. It's just, like, you being in the same room with me. Love it.
We do that.
Like, I don't care. Like, I just want quality time. That is.
Ansley
think
and I
that
will be
might be
like
my love
sitting
language.
in her room or my room, and like we'll be chatting it up, and then all of a sudden we're both on TikTok on opposite sides of the bed, and I'll still send you like a TikTok even though you're right next to me. Like I'll still send it over so you can watch it like on your phone, and then you have it. But we're still enjoying time.
It's just, like, being in the same room as someone is just, like, different than.
Nah.
Yeah, like.
She can only FaceTime so much. I'd never be able to do long distance. I'd never. I would end it. I'm sorry to any like future guys out there listening, which I know that you're not, but like I would never do long distance. Like over the summer when I was gonna like move to Hawaii for the 2 months, like if I was in a relationship when I left, I would not be in one. or like any time in the future. Like if I ever decide to go over there or go anywhere, I would not do that to myself.
But I also I think it's nice to be in a relationship, but like if it's going nowhere and you're like moving, there's no point of being in it because then you're just hurting each other.
Yeah, and you're starting fresh in a new place. Like start completely fresh. Leave the old behind.
Yeah.
No matter how, I don't know. That's a controversial topic. Some people are like, we did it, we can do it. Like if we can do it, anyone can do it. But like I've never had to, and I've never had to like try, but I wouldn't do it.
But I wouldn't want to hold someone back.
Yeah, because then you're holding them back, not just yourself, too.
Like, they're going off to school, and, like, they're in a relationship.
Yeah.
They just feel like they can't be themselves.
I've never understood that.
I have a girlfriend. I'm like, bro, get out there and mix it up.
Yeah, that never... Maybe it works for you, so I won't say
Never, but statistics are there for a reason. Just saying.
Period.
Okay, we're going to transition from relationships to friendships with the rising question of how do you manage your relationship and your friends?
Ooh. Good question.
Me.
I know. Okay, so this is like a really big topic because I feel like I have a lot of experience with people around me being in relationships and not knowing how to manage friendships. And I've been there. Like, I had a boyfriend, but like, he can wait. I gotta go hang out with my girls.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go. And he'd be like, why? And I'd be like, but you also need that where he wants you. Or they. Like, whoever it is.
Or what if he wants to come?
Like, that's fine, too. But I don't want them to expect, like, we're a package deal.
Yeah.
I want someone to know me for me, and then them for them. And then I want them to push me and be like, go hang out with your friends. Go out with your friends. Invite them over. Like, we can all hang out. I don't want them to be like, oh, she's with her boyfriend. Or... I had this happen to me over the summer. One of my friends, she has a boyfriend, and all she did was hang out with them because they were long distance. But she would fly there every month, and it was just like you see them all the time. Did I hang out with her once? No, because she was obsessed with this man. And I know she's not going to watch this, but if she does, she knows who she is. And she really hurt my heart that way. And then it was just like made out to be like, it's just like you need to focus on your friendships and relationships separately.
Yeah, like you shouldn't have a boyfriend if you don't know how to manage having a boyfriend and keeping your friends at the same time.
Yeah.
Because like and maybe you don't learn that until you're in the relationship, but like that person and like I'm sure several other girls and guys in the future are listening to this haven't figured that out yet. And figure it out before you get into a relationship or figure it out really early because your boyfriend's only going to stay for so long. Like, your friends are there longer.
Yeah.
Your friends came first. Your friends will be there after. They're going to be there for your talking stage. They're going to be there for when you break up. If you break up, probably. I don't know. But, like, they're the ones you should hold more valued versus someone you just met or someone that you've only known for so long. Yeah?
But also, if they don't want you to hang out with your friends, that's a red flag. Throw it up.
Red
Challenge.
flag.
But it's still, like... Why wouldn't you want me to hang out with my friends? Like,
Yeah.
why are you controlling the situation? Like, there's trust in this, and they're obviously lacking it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, trust is a
Like,
huge
we already
part.
talked about, like, I want to be in control. And if you're going to tell me that I can't hang out with my friends, then I'm not hanging out with you again. Peace out, deuces, out of here. I loved Full House.
No, I did not watch it.
What?
No.
Nick at Night?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
Not my thing.
It's really upsetting. Just that. Just. Did you know that Elizabeth Olsen is WandaVision?
Yes.
Okay, I was like looking up the movie and stuff and like seeing what actor plays what, and like I was like, an Olsen is WandaVision. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just
Is
thought
she
I
like
found
the
that
older
out.
sister?
Yeah, she's the oldest, and then the twins, and then I think there's another one. Okay, next topic.
Our origin story? Our villain story?
Oh my gosh. So we have our origin story?
What is our origin story?
Everyone thinks that they are...
They think they were responsible for our relationship. They are not.
No. I've heard several different people think that they are the reason that Ansley and I are friends. Because the origin story is I was with my friend, and Ansley was in her dorm at FAU, and my friend and I were visiting, and Ansley and I... we didn't know each other, but we had a mutual friend.
We've never met before. Like,
No.
I've heard of you. You probably never heard of me.
I hadn't heard of you. I'd seen you in pictures on Instagram, but didn't know who you were. Like, I didn't follow you.
I don't think I followed you either.
Okay. And so the mutual friend that we had was staying with Ansley. And my friend, like, thought that we had a place to stay, but, like, he didn't have a place for us to stay. And so, long story short, he had fucked up for, like, the millionth time that trip. And so I texted our friend, and I was like, hey, whoever you're staying with, like, can we stay with them? And she asked you, and you were like, yeah, sure. But see, Noah thinks that it's because he was talking to her and was like, that she had invited him and us. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's the other way.
It's pretty much you were on FaceTime with our mutual friend.
Mm-hmm. But I came over and, like, yes, like, if I wasn't on FaceTime with her and she wasn't with you and we wouldn't have had a place to stay, we wouldn't have met. But we could have hated each other.
Like, I could have, like, been like, Lauren is an utter bitch. I hate her.
As do many others.
I can see it.
Yeah. Or, like, I could have thought that, like,
you were boring, you stinky.
Yeah, your room could have been disgusting. And I could have been like, I'm not staying here.
I'm a very clean girl.
I know. So that's why that didn't happen. Look at your room and look at my room. And so then after that, I think, did we just Snapchat?
I think we had a streak.
We had a streak. But see, that was in the fall. And when you came home, because you came with me to Tampa one time. Remember?
Yeah, when I had my broken hand.
Yes. So, like, we kept in touch well.
Mm-hmm. And then over, like, winter break when I was still in school, but I went home.
Yeah, we went to White Buffalo.
And then, but we also, like, one-on-one we hung out when we studied at Panera one time. And, like, you invited me.
Oh, you helped me with my math.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, we made the effort to hang out with each other.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just group settings where we became friends. It was, like, Lauren wanted to, like, get to know me better. So, yeah.
You didn't want to get to know me better?
No, I had no desire.
Oh, okay.
Glad we got that out.
Okay. But now it works, and that's why we're sitting here now.
Today.
And fun back origin story. Before Ansley and I even knew who each other were, our moms knew each other.
Oh, even better, her dad, my sister was in this little pageant thing, her dad was my sister's conquistador.
Yeah, he, like, escorted her down, like, the little stage thing. Way before I knew I didn't know that happened.
I didn't know that happened until we were friends.
Yeah, and then our moms were in this little club thing, so they knew each other first. But I didn't know Ansley because, like, I didn't live in that area, and Ansley did. But my mom just made the venture. So we were meant to be friends.
It was just, like, one thing after another. Like, it was just going to happen.
We were set up for success.
We were. I know, but you guys, if you're listening, don't claim our relationship. We made it happen. We are the effort. All of my relationships that have failed were set up.
But we weren't set up.
We weren't set up. It was just meant to be.
Yeah, we made this on our own. It's like our own story.
One less lonely girl.
Did you ever go to a Justin Bieber concert?
No. Did you?
Yes.
Wow.
Like, when he sang One Less Lonely Girl, he, like, brought up a girl on stage.
Did you think it was going to be you?
No, I didn't. I didn't have a lot of faith in that. But then when he sang Favorite Girl, he went up in this floating heart above the stage, like above the crowd. It was, like, floating in this
That's
heart.
so Justin Bieber of him.
I know. It was, like, JB to the max. And, like, the purple, you know how he wore purple?
Yeah,
that was his color. Yeah. With, like, the white vest. But, like,
in the hat on backwards and, like,
hoodie.
the high tops.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sexy. And the this.
Do we want to ask? My question, well, okay, basically, like, next topic is having friends of the opposite gender and that you don't need to like them and you can have separate feelings. But a lot of people don't understand that. And so you said hold on, but when I edit this, I'm going to zoom in on you doing that.
Should I have made it louder? Can you, like, edit over and be like...
Yeah, I can make it louder. He wasn't born.
Anywho, having friends of the opposite sex and just being friends and not having feelings for those friends can get lost in translation.
Maybe we got lost in translation.
But I feel like that is... But you're way better at this than I am. Like, you have a lot of guy friends, and I have zero.
I've grown, because, so this is what I always try to explain, is I've grown up with the same, like, 4 guys since I was, like, 14. And 3 out of the 4 of them I met in middle school. And one of them I've known since I was like 5. And everyone just happened to become friends in high school because they all played baseball together. But like Noah, who's like, sometimes I forget you're a girl. And I'm like, okay, that's
Just
cool.
a human.
That's cool. So that's fine. But like, I've grown up with them. And so I see them as nothing more than like, this is so cringe. Is when people are like, they're like a brother. But like, genuinely, I've known them since I was like 12. So I would never
That's
have,
kind of gross.
and it is gross. I've seen all of them at their absolute worst, like absolute down bad. I've seen them all cry.
That is so embarrassing.
So I've never,
Wait, you've seen them all cry?
all of them, every single one.
Call them out.
No,
Every single one. You know who you are. Let me name them.
a girl is like, I think you guys are like, it's too much. Because I've had people like think that of like wanting to know like our friendship before they got into a relationship with that guy, and like I totally understand that, like totally respect that. It's another girl, that's your territory, he's just my friend. So I've never been one to be like jealous. Like my friends have gotten girlfriends and they don't hang out with me or talk to me anymore. I mean, that's going on right now, but like I get it. The girlfriend's
That's
like
a trust
first.
issue for her. Like, if she doesn't trust you, I mean, like, then he's gonna back her up, even though you were friends with him longer. He's getting something out of that.
None of them watch this either, so it doesn't even.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, you know what Noah said? He's like, I'm not gonna listen to your podcast. I listen to you talking off. I'm just gonna hear everything over again.
He's so kind to you.
He is the sweetest. Really.
Maybe
is.
they'll watch it because I'm in it.
Maybe he will.
They don't know me.
I
I was just talking about nothing.
Banter. Yeah. So it's important, if you're in a relationship and there's a girl who makes you uncomfortable with the guy that you're with, say something. Because
See something, say something.
always, for every scenario. Because it could be something, it could not be something. There's always that, oh, you don't have to worry about that girl. But then it's that girl.
Are you that girl?
I've never been that girl. I'm
Really?
not that girl. I've never been that girl. Hey guys, if you're listening instead of watching right now, Ansley was having a little minor setback with a nose situation, so I just wanted to give her some time to figure that out before jumping back into the episode. Hope you understand. Take your time.
We're good.
Okay.
It's all red. I feel like I'm gonna cry. I feel like your eyes look so bright, and I'm like, maybe your eyes are just huge.
Maybe we got lost in translation. Maybe I asked
What were
for
we talking
too much.
about? Oh.
The guy friends. I want your input.
So been there, done that, you know. In high school, I had a couple guy friends. They had girlfriends. I said some things I shouldn't have, and then I was friends with none of them.
Said some things like you liked them.
It wasn't in that way though. It was just like I liked hanging out with them because they were genuinely like cool people, and like they got it. Like they just understood. Like, yeah, you guys get it. If you get it, you get it. The girls who get it, and the girls who don't. And that was it. The girls just didn't get it.
Oh, that was a good wraparound to that.
And I got it. Because I just want to be friends with them. They were cool. They were funny. Their girls weren't cool and funny. Well, just one of them wasn't. And she didn't like me. And we were friends. But then it was just like, we weren't friends after that.
No.
She said, mm-mm. And then he said, and then I was blocked.
Ooh. What a transition you made.
But I just don't think I was a threat. Like, I just genuinely, like, they're still
You
together.
never
Like,
do.
I just never saw myself as a threat. Like, I wasn't. Like, I didn't want your man, girl.
Yeah. And that's the other
He's
issue
like
is
5'6".
like, you think, like, a lot of girls will think that, like, because they want their man, everyone wants their man, and that is just not the case. It's not that there has to be anything wrong with him, but, like, he's yours for a reason, and he's going to stay yours. It's not like I've never, ever thought about going for a guy with a girlfriend. Like, I would never cross that boundary. Like, the second that you are dating a guy, he's off limits to everyone, and that's just how it is. Like, block set, door shut, nothing there, and I would never cross that line. That's why I've always, like, kept the sturdy mindset that I can still be friends with my guy friends even if they have girlfriends, because I've never had feelings for any of them, and never.
So it was a bug. It was right, like, it was like a, you know.
Whoa. I've never had feelings for any of them, and I never would, because I view all of them like I'm related to them in some way. So, like, And even if I'm not super tight with them, like if I meet someone and they're cute and they're like, I have a girlfriend, I'm like, bye. Nope, done. I would never.
That's cool.
Girls with the mindset that are like, have you seen that TikTok where it was a girl and it was like when he has a girlfriend and you're like, so what? And it's that song playing in the background and I'm like, girl. A few things need to happen. You need to listen to this podcast and we need some real self-evaluations going on. If that's like the mindset. Because that's fucked up.
But that's a trust issue. Like, trust. That is what it's built on.
I'm going to stay very far away from this podcast. Actually, maybe you need help.
Maybe you need to listen
Come
to
ahead.
it. Maybe you need the advice.
You can sit right here.
Don't touch me. That's
Okay.
what I would say to her.
I'll make her feel like a friend.
I have to talk to her first.
You can have your time with her.
I don't like her.
Because, okay, I want to talk about fake friends. Because it's very important. And Ansley has a lot of insight.
Because Ansley's really bad at keeping friends. Well, I honestly sometimes just don't think it's my fault. Like, I did nothing wrong. And, like, when I know I did something wrong, like, I call it out. And I will apologize, and then they won't text me back. This is a different story than what you know. I apologize, and you don't text me back. But the other person texts me back about it. You're a fake friend. But then again, I just don't feel like I did something wrong in this issue.
Okay,
It just-
I hate to interrupt you. I'm not interrupting you. But when you did this, it reminded me of a girl. You know, I speak with her. Mine. Sorry.
It's just like,
I'm so sorry.
I'm out, guys.
Sorry. That's what I thought.
My butt is like,
Because you didn't go like point or like me. You said me.
You don't think it's my fault. Well, I don't. I'm not speaking.
Go ahead. You can finish now.
I have my own personal mic.
Oh,
That's it.
when you did that, it reminded me of the Liz McGuire movie.
Hey
the
now,
one she wears.
hey now.
This is what dreams are made of.
God. I honestly think I'd be, like, famous in, like, another life.
No, I agree. Maybe you're gonna be reincarnated famous.
Maybe I was. Maybe I was famous.
That's true too. Do you think you would have been famous in like the 50s, like one of those famous actors? I think
No,
I
I
would
think
have.
it's my time to shine now.
Oh, okay. But you just okay.
I think I'm more, like, OnlyFans famous and, like, TikTok famous. I'm not, like, I don't have any, like, talent.
Me neither.
No, like, you're creative. I'm not creative. Like, I have nothing going for me, Lauren. This is why I'm single. Bad at relationships.
Oh my gosh, I have a fun segment I want to do. You just made me think of that. We're gonna go back to our relationships real quick. We're gonna put a pin in the fake friends.
Ugh.
Why do you think I'm single?
Because you're not willing to make a sacrifice. You're not willing to be in a relationship.
Yeah, but
right
shouldn't
now.
I not change myself?
No, I just think they like you for who you are, and you just don't want a relationship. That's why I don't think you're in one, because you don't want one. Why am I not in a relationship?
I think you're not in a relationship because I think that
You don't leave your house.
No, you don't have a lot of opportunity. I think that straight up, there is not a lot of opportunity that you've been presented with at the moment. And that,
Can you tell my mom that?
yeah.
She just want to make a Tinder for me.
But I think that if you were presented, like if we still had like White Buffalo or like we had places we could go to meet people, like in this town, it is really hard for Ansley and I to meet like other friends or other guys or just like people.
I would love to meet a nice young man.
Yeah.
Like a blue-collar boy is what I want.
Yeah, I thought it would just be interesting, like when you said that, to see like why we thought the other one was single. Because
So
it's just like,
I have no opportunity. You have opportunity. Like there's
okay, take that opportunity out.
okay, and you're still single because you like it's been known that men like you. Like multiple people that you know have been like, I got you. Let me get you a guy. Mostly your regulars want to set you up with their children. PTSD.
It's happened twice. The first one is literal PTSD.
Mommy, sorry. It's just a lot. And I just think you just don't want to do that because you want to leave so badly. You just don't want to hurt someone and make, like, be in that relationship and make you, like, need to stay or, like, want to stay. Because you don't want to stay here.
Yeah.
So there's no need for a relationship here.
Like, maybe I'll come back, but, like, I'm a very, like, free spirit. Was that cringe? Okay. Well, I like, my mindset is, like, all over the place. Like, I want to travel a ton of places. I want to meet a ton of people, and I want to go. Isn't that good anymore?
My milk's all on the bottom.
Oh. Like, I want to do a lot of things, and I don't think that I should get committed to anything. But then again, like, I'm not going anywhere over the summer.
Anyhow.
Okay, we're gonna take the pin out of the friends thing for a second, and we're just gonna give a piece of advice each when it comes to fake friends.
I think you need to not be passive aggressive, and if there's something on your mind, you need to say it. And I feel like that goes for a lot of girls. If you have an issue with something that your friend is doing, just don't ignore them. Just don't let them know what they're doing so they can, like, be better.
Even if they're not gonna be better for you. Like, you're not the last friend that you're gonna have. Like, they should be better for the future people coming.
Yeah, so don't be passive aggressive is my advice.
Yeah,
I'm not a passive aggressive person.
I've totally been passive aggressive before.
I am not. I don't know how to be.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's a good thing.
If I think it, I will say it.
Yeah.
But also, I'm a people pleaser, so I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Exactly. That's why I'll be, like, sometimes I'm passive aggressive because I still want, like, someone to like me, or, like, I don't want a situation to be messed up because of something that I decide to say.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I say, like, if I usually am someone to say what I want, but, like, if it's going to mess up something, but if it's not just me and the other person being affected and there's more people, then I would usually hold back because I don't want other people to be affected by what I choose to say or something. You know?
Yeah.
I think my piece of advice would be to, like, on fake friends or just, like, in general, I'd probably say, I mean, there's the obvious one of, like, treat people how you want to be treated. That's an obvious piece of advice. It's very true. But to surround yourself with people who make you feel good. Like, don't set, like, it's okay to cut people off if you do it, like, nicely, if they're not benefiting you in any way. Like, if they're dragging you down because of how they look at life right now, or if they have tendencies that you don't like and you don't like being around it, like, you can just slowly, like, pull away from that person but explain it to them. Don't just leave them, like, empty-handed. So, again, like, they can better themselves, even if it's not, like, for you. So always surround yourself with good people who make you feel good, because then you feel good, and result, they'll feel good, and everyone feels the love.
Everybody's feeling good. Like they should.
Feeling good. That guy should. I don't know if I get copyright for that. I've talked about it with Bob. I don't know if I do. Okay. Let me look through my book of happy. See if there's something in here we want to say.
I'm not looking.
Oh, celebrate your friendships.
Celebrate good times.
Okay. So we're gonna read from the book of happy, like we always do. You know we always do that?
I don't always do that. You would do that.
I do that. No, I mean on an
Oh,
episode.
we, like you and your podcast.
Yes.
Me and her.
We.
Me or her.
Us. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Celebrate your friendships. Friends bring out the best in you. They act as your reflecting mirrors, revealing your wholesomeness and best features, as well as unwholesome or unseemly actions, which they discourage. If you have a vision but can't achieve it alone, you surround yourself with the people that can make your vision a reality. It's a concept that works well in business and also in friendships. Some life experiences are difficult and challenging to face without support. For example, a natural catastrophe, life-threatening illness, or business setback, or a career or personal loss. Pals. It says pals. Pals who care as much as you, and pals who care about you and respect you and share. What am I saying? Hold on. Pals who care as much about you as you respect and cherish them will accompany you on your life's journey and help you navigate the pitfalls and obstacles, even as they lift and inspire you. They're loyal and keep you confident.
I hope I keep you confident.
Yeah. Yeah, your moments.
You're alright sometimes.
Ansley the other day was like, Lauren, you're pretty. And I don't say that to everyone. And then you said, like, I don't say that a lot. Like, cherish it.
Yeah, like, I don't throw out compliments like that.
I like to give compliments.
I don't. Because I don't want people to get used to it.
It's a good mindset, I guess. So, friendships, relationships, the lot. You have any final words?
I don't know.
No?
Be a good friend.
Be a good friend. Don't get into a relationship you're not ready for. Like, because you're just going to hurt the other person. Like, take a step. Like, sometimes it's not that deep. Like, maybe just go for it. But then in other times, you don't want to hurt the person.
Look at it from their perspective. Not everything's about you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that. Like, you need to think about others.
Think that. Think about others.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Ansley, thanks for coming on the show.
It's been nice.
It's been real.
I had a great time. This was really awkward for me, and I didn't want to do it. So
I'm really glad that you did, though. Do you feel like you stepped out of your comfort zone?
I feel like people are gonna watch this and be like, "She's such an idiot."
No, they're not. They're gonna enjoy you. I have full confidence that they're gonna enjoy you.
I feel like they're gonna be like, "She."
And then we're gonna have Ansley back.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Tune in next week. Remember that you can follow the Instagram at. That's okay. BTSA Podcast.
That's what I was trying to figure out. What are the letters? Breathe the same air, and I'm
As well as the TikTok
BTSA podcast.
And if you're watching on YouTube, you don't have to worry about this part, but if you're listening, YouTube at BTSA Podcast. And I hope that you had a great time. And remember
To breathe the same air.
Good job.
Right?
That was good. Okay, cool. Bye, guys.
Bye.